Hey guys, we are back with some more Seattle franchise mode, and we are at the year number 4 draft. Now, I realized in the last episode I forgot to check the final player stats other than Cam Ward, so let's go through that really quick. We'll go through the playoff tree, and then we'll go through the awards as well before we get into the draft. So, Joe Pavelski with 8 points, great player for us this season, but he's dropped down to an 82, unfortunately. Luckily, we only signed him to a 1-year deal, so we won't be making 8.2 next year. Jake Gansel at 7 points. Reed Boucher, 7 points. Derek Pouliot, 7 points. Kreider, 6. Dano, Toffoli, and Liljegren with 5. Boychuk with 4. Zadina with 3. Tierney and Brodin with 3 as well. Lawton with 2. Petrovic with 1. And Hardigan, Tanev, Kunitz, Pulik, Bogosian, all with 0. And then goaltenders, Cam Ward, solid, buddy. 951 save percentage, and then Korpisalo got some work to do there, but he's alright. Here is the final playoff tree. Obviously, we lost to Edmonton in 7 games, but it was a very, very respectable season for the Seattle Emerald Empire, and there's the rest of the playoff tree. Minnesota swept Edmonton, and Columbus beat Boston in 5, and then Minnesota beat Columbus in 6 to win the Stanley Cup. And the awards. Stanley Cup, obviously, Minnesota Wild. The President's Trophy went to the New York Islanders. And then it was, obviously, Minnesota and Columbus. 2 expansion teams from 2000, I believe. And the Art Ross went to Steven Stamkos. Hart Memorial, Steven Stamkos. James Norris, Brent Burns. Lady Byng, Andrea Palat. Calder, is that Alex DeBrincat? Yep, I think so. Conn Smythe, Devin Dubnyk. If it was me, I would give it to Cam Ward, but, we were out in the second round, so. Vezina, Sergei Bobrovsky. William M. Jennings, Sergei Bobrovsky. Again, I would give it to Ward. Bill Masterton, Connor Murphy. Frank J. Selke, Sidney Crosby. And Ted Lindsay Award, Nikita Kucherov, and Maurice Richard, Steven Stamkos. All right. Looks good to me. And let's get to the year 4 draft. Everyone's favorite part of the year. Besides the Stanley Cup playoffs, of course. So let's get into it right now and see what we can do. Because there is a pretty good player on the board. Supposed to go first overall. So I don't think San Jose is going to give up this pick. No, they do not want to give it up. But what about for the right price? Like, let's say Pavel Malkin could be expendable just because he's a very low overall 59. And this sniper who we're getting, if we get this pick, ready for the NHL pretty much as soon as we draft him. So I think I would be willing to give up Pavel Malkin for this. I would definitely be willing to give up Pavel Malkin, actually. And maybe like Leopold or McMuffin. Let's see, Leopold, 2-way forward. I'll keep looking here. You know who I would be willing to give them is Ivan Kosarenkov, because he's 23 and he's really not filling into his role too well there. He didn't even play in the playoffs. I wouldn't be opposed to giving him up. So we slot him in there. And maybe if we sneak a draft pick in there, maybe I'm going to say 3rd for next year. I don't know if that'll be enough. Probably not, but let's try it anyway. Proposed trade. No. Okay, so they could live with what we're sending them, but not in this deal. Woefully insufficient when considering the value. Okay. So we just have to give them more. Let's give them... Do we have a goaltender? No. Let's see. What about... I wouldn't be opposed to giving them either McMuffin or Leopold. I think I would give them Leopold here. Leopold, Kosarenkov, and Malkin for the 1st overall pick. Will it go through? Rejected. Isn't where it needs to be at all. Okay, so we clearly have to give up a lot for this. Let's go with the 17th overall pick. I can live with that. Proposed trade. Too far off still. Wow. Okay. Second rounder in there. Will that go through? Too far. Wow. I really thought Pavel Malkin would do it. But apparently not. We might have to throw LA's 6th in there if we want to make this go through. Because I do want that sniper, Nelson Crabbe. And I'm not about to give up Boychuk or any of our NHL-ready prospects, so... yeah. Much as I hate to do it, I'll add it in there, see if it goes through. I want that first overall pick. Isn't sufficient at all. Wow. I'll give him a... send him a 2nd as well. No. And just for laughs, I'll try it. A 1st and a 1st for the first overall pick. It's a very good player, boys. It's a very good player. I know this... this is a lot of value, though. I'm going to see if it works. Okay. It went through, so... that was a lot of value. I know. But we still have a lot of value left. And it guarantees us Nelson Crabbe, who, when you take a look at him, 88 offensive awareness already as a 17-year-old. Come on, we need that sniper. We needed offense this year. That was our biggest concern, I think. And Nelson Crabbe will definitely help us to solve that. So I think we needed that first overall pick. I know we gave up a lot for it, but you know what? As long as Crabbe ends up being, 81 overall. Yeah, good pick. Good pick. Very good pick. I am not complaining at all about that trade. I mean, this is effectively, when you think about it, another version of Carlo Koliakovo, Kirk Koliakovo from San Jose, except no franchise tag to him, just to the elite, but has very similar starting stats to him. 81 overall. He's got that 87 offensive awareness. His shot is already up there in the high 80s. Puck skills are all at least mid 80s. Defense is literally, I mean, I think that's exactly the same as what Kirk Koliakovo was coming out of the draft. He looks like a pretty all-around solid player. I mean, he's not much of a physical player, but keep in mind, neither was Koliakovo, or at least we thought, because he went on to have 100-plus hit seasons, so... Now, again, that was a lot of value, I know. I'm probably going to get ripped in the comments, but very happy with that trade because I wanted my guy, and we got him. So, can't complain. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be picking again in the first round, but we do have a second round pick for, I believe, the first time in a couple of years here, as we've been trading away our second round picks to get high firsts. So, let's see who we can find here. Is any of the pin players left? Nope. Okay. So we will just go by potential here. And let's see what we can get. Fawcett. I mean, I doubt that's a high elite. Actually, look at those stats. I mean, he's 20 years old, but for someone who's going to the 4th round, those are all pretty accurate. You know what? I don't want to miss out on this guy, so I'm going to take him. Make pick. Wow. 80 overall elite, medium elite in the 2nd round. What a pick. 89 offensive awareness. Look at this. What a pick. So I guess that value came right back to us, boys. I'm not complaining. Jake Fawcett. Yeah, nice. Got a lot of prospects coming in this year. Because remember, we have Danny Henrich, who is, I believe, like a 79 overall now at this point. Got a huge growth year down there in juniors. And he will be definitely playing this year. Now, as there's no way this guy... Yeah. No, I don't think this guy is going to be the same deal as Fawcett was, but we'll take a chance on him later, but just not now. So I think I'll go for one of these top 9s. who have the potential to be something, hopefully. Now, I noticed that the ones with some potential are honestly the best ones, or low potential, or not potential, but league interest. So I think I will go for defensive defenseman, 19 years of age. What's this guy? Ackerstrom, 19. I'll take Jesper Ackerstrom. Low top 9, see what he is. The bottom 6. All right, can't get them all. Oh, that's a 5th round, 6th. Okay, so hopefully that guy who might be an elite but probably isn't is still available. Let's see. Potential. No, he is not. He was already taken. All right, so I'll just go for the exact top 9 here. Get the guaranteed one. Let's see where he went. What was his name again? I don't even remember his name. Lombardi, Gotch, Harris, was that it? I think that was, yeah, that was definitely it. Okay, so he was not a medium elite. Good. Good to know. Let's simulate ahead. Sim to user pick. We should have a 7th rounder. Yes, we do. And let's just make this pick really quick here. Take Henry. Not going to waste too much time here. Low top 6. All right. You know what? Very good draft. Because we got our guy in Nelson Crabbe, and we got an absolute steal in the 2nd round in Jake Fawcett. I believe his first name is Jake. Could be wrong, but I believe that's what I saw. So let's go into the re-sign stage now and sign all of our prospects, because we have a lot of prospects to sign. We have to sign the 2 prospects we just drafted. We have to sign Danny Henrich. We have to sign Ryan Mowers, who was NHL ready. We have to sign, I believe, Stuart De Silva is getting close to NHL ready, if not NHL ready now. So we got a lot of good future prospects here. So as we take a look at the contracts, let's see. Let's go by goaltenders first. Richard Bachman, I'm going to release you for right now. And let's see. Pulik and Bogosian do not want to sign. Pellick, does he want a one-way? Yes, he does. I'm going to release Pellick. Now, we'll actually, instead of doing the UFAs, we'll go through the unsigns first, because there's a lot of those. Nelson Crabbe. Jake, yes, it is Jake Fawcett. Danny Henrich. Stuart De Silva. I mean, he's Stuart De Silva. I'll leave Stuart for one more year. He's a minor scoring forward, 75 overall. I think leaving him in the juniors for one more year would benefit, but he's pretty much there. All right, same thing for Ryan Mowers, but Henrich, Fawcett, and Crabbe are definitely getting signed right now. Get on the team, Nelson Crabbe. Get on the team, Jake Fawcett. And get on the team, Danny Henrich. There you go. Solid draft for Seattle. And let's see, goaltenders, no one. So we'll go into RFAs. A little less stressful than UFAs. We'll release this guy. Don't need him. Matt Spencer, do you want a 2-way? Yes, you do. Cache, 2-way. Hansen, 2-way. The other Hansen, 2-way. Perfect. And Chuck Hardigan, believe will want a 1-way. Yep, 1.6. I'll give him that. Now, that's all the skaters for RFAs. So let's go UFA now. Grant McMuffin, we will sign him. And Mahler, does he want to sign one-way deal? Nope, I'm going to release you temporarily, because we all know he's going to be available in free agency, so we'll just pick him up there for the minor leagues. Reed Boucher does not want to re-sign, so I think we're going to let him go here. Same thing with Ryan Pulik. And Chris Tierney. Now, what did he do last season? 13 points, plus 7. I can release Tierney. Yeah, I can release him. Joe Pavelski. He was huge for us. Obviously not as good as he was last season. And he's asking for way less of a contract. So I think I'll give it to him just because he was a great veteran presence for us last season. So 3.75 for 1 year for Joe Pavelski. Chris Kreider, he was great for us last year as well. I will attempt to sign him to get him a 3-year deal. I'm going to see if I could go the same for Kreider as Pavelski in terms of money. Now, Bogosian does not want to re-sign. I will release him. And that should be it, actually. As we do RFAs. Yep, that's good. That is good. And that is good. Okay. Then goaltenders, just making sure. Yep, we're good. Okay. Let's back out and see who signed. And get into free agency, hopefully. Where we will see if there's any, franchise forwards. I mean, I doubt franchise forwards, but anyone who can really help out this team. Henrich accepted, Crab accepted, Kreider rejected, Pavelski rejected as well, McMuffin accepted, Fawcett, Spencer, Hansen, all right, pretty much no one else big other than the rookies and Kreider and Pavelski. So as we attempt to sign them one more time here. They do want to sign here, so I guess for Kreider, I will go 3 years at 3.9. Try that for him. And then Pavelski, go 1 year at 3.85. And you can't negotiate in this game like you could in past games. It's a little harder. Yeah, there's not as much wiggle room. There's no more of that 15% rule or whatever it was. Chris Kreider accepted and Pavelski accepted. Very nice. So that should do it. As we go back to contracts, just to make sure we're not missing anyone here. And that appears to be it. Yes, it is. So let's make our way to free agency. See who's there. See if we can... and good news. The retained salary of... who is that? Who is that the retained salary of? We retained like $2 million of some player's contract who we traded to... I don't even remember at this point, but... Good news is that we no longer have retained salary to worry about, so that's good as we advance to free agency. All right, here we are, July 1st. Let's see who's available, and it would be the Nuge is available, so that's... I might have to take advantage of that. We're missing offense a lot, and the Nuge could be good as like a short-term player. Even long-term, potentially. Backlund, because we don't have that true first-line center as of right now. And if we're looking to make another playoff push, he might not be bad. 84 poise, and he obviously has playoff experience. There's no Stanley Cup experience, but he's still really good. But here's the only thing. He wants 7.5 for 5 years. He wants a long-term deal. I would have to probably give, especially as a rebuilding team, I would probably have to give him somewhere around like 8.2 for 5 years. I don't know. I don't know about that. So Shipachev, Kane, Pesky, what? That's the only name I'll never learn how to pronounce. Let's see. So Leonard, Mrazek. No, I don't think we need a backup goaltender because we have Lop, but we do need a goaltender for the minors. So we will get, I guess, Vorobev. Yeah, sure. We'll sign you. Now, I do want to make sure that we're not assigning any guys who are going to get in the way, like veteran guys who are going to get in the way of our prospects. As, is that Lawrence Leopold? Yeah, that's Lawrence Leopold, who we just traded, so we may as well try to get him back. Why not? We'll try for the rest of these guys as well. Houston and Siro. Now the Nuge. Alright, you guys are going to have to let me know here as to what we want to do in this free agency, because we do have some options that could help us, especially for guys like Nelson Crabbe, who are going to be playing on the third line, who need someone to play with offensively. But is the Nuge worth the contract? We have to figure that out. And I'll go through the rest of the free agents here just so you guys can see the rest of the list and who we should sign. And that'll be about it for that. So I'm going to go through our roster situation here just to take a look at what we need. I mean, I know we obviously need a first line forward. There's no doubt about that. We need someone to play with Zadina. It's just a matter of, is it worth the contract that we're sending out or no? But here's the thing. We have the cap space, $35 million, right? But I'm just thinking about next year. We have to re-sign Boychuk, Zadina. I'm just looking for big names here. Well, you know what? That could be doable. So what do you think about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, boys? Do you think that would be a problem long term, or do you think we would be able to keep him? Let me know in the comments. And because obviously we need some help offensively, but we're getting there. We are getting there. So I'll leave you guys off here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.